Hey guys, my name is Elena, I'm a graphic designer and welcome to my graphic design channel, and today I'm going to show you how to draw this 3D pencil in Adobe Illustrator, and if you're interested, please keep watching. Now you see our workspace, and here it is, the colors which I'm going to use in my tutorial. And if you want to take a closer look at the design and to download an original AI file with design and colors, you can do it on my Patreon page. The link will be below this tutorial. And now let's start the tutorial. My colors are already in the swatches panel, and now let's take any orange color, for example this one, and now let's take the rectangle tool, press in any place and create the rectangle 150 to 240. Okay, now hold Alt and make the copy. Make the copy shorter like this and make it, for example, light orange, and copy the light orange background, move here and make it dark orange. Okay, now let's take again rectangle tool and pink color and draw here the rectangle like this. Okay, now let's make it a little longer. Now go to Effect, Warp and Arc Lower, and let's select here 18% and horizontal. Okay, Object, Expand Appearance. Now let's take Direct Selection tool, select these two corners and hold and drag them to round corners like this. Okay, now let's take green color, for now any green color, and draw here the rectangle like this. Okay, now select three rectangles, orange rectangles, go to Effect, Warp and Arc Upper, and here we need 35% and horizontal. Okay, Object, Expand Appearance. Now let's take any brown color, light brown color, and Polygon tool. Let's create polygon with three sides. It will be a rectangle. Make it bigger, move here. Okay, make it shorter, send it to back. Let's make closer. And now you need to be sure that all sides are docked with a pencil, like this. Now take the Direct Selection tool and this corner, hold and drag it to round the corner. Make it a little longer, like this. Okay. Now we need to select this top part of the pencil and copy and paste it. Now let's take the rectangle tool and draw here rectangle. Okay, let's change fill to stroke to see what we are doing. We need to cut off a part of the pencil. I think like this is great. Now change stroke to fill, select the copy and the rectangle, pathfinder intersect, and make it brown color. Okay guys, the pencil is ready, and now let's add the volume. Let's take at first this part and this pink color for this part, object, create gradient mesh, and here free and OK. Now let's add colors. Select light pink color and you need to add the color straight in the point. It's very important, like this. Now let's take the darkest pink color and add it from the right side, because the sun will be on the top from the left side. And now let's take the second dark pink color and now here add it like this, and here. And now again let's take the darkest pink color and add it in the points here. Okay guys, it's pretty good, like this. And now let's select the green part, this one, and let's select liner gradient. And now we need to add colors to the gradient line to create silver texture. Let's add colors, green, white, now again green, now the darkest one, now again this one, and now white color, and one more white color, and the darkest color. Okay, you can move the sliders here to create more interesting silver texture. Okay, let me move sliders. Or you can take gradient tool and move points here. Maybe it will be more comfortable for you to work here, like this. Okay. Now let's take dark green color and rectangle tool and let's create this rectangle and move it a little down. Let's go to opacity and select overlay. Now copy and paste this rectangle. Now select both rectangles and copy and paste them and move them down. Okay, here. I like it. Now let's take the huge orange rectangle and liner gradient. We need to delete unwanted colors. Just hold and drag them and they will be deleted. And let's add colors. Here we need this orange, here light orange. And let's move sliders like this. This slider must be in the center. And now let's take this rectangle and again liner gradient. We need two colors here, so delete this point, move this color here, and now let's add here this color and move the slider like this. And now let's take this rectangle and again liner gradient. Here we need this orange color and here the darkest one. Okay, I like it. And now let's add highlights. You can do it or you can stay it like this as you like. Now let's take pen tool with white color in the stroke, and to exit pen tool mode press escape. And now let's go to stroke and take here this form, and the size will be free, it's great. And now let's change transparency to 50, and now select this line, hold Alt and make the copy, move here. Now I want to add more highlight. Let's take ellipse tool, draw the ellipse. Now radial gradient. Here we need white color, and here we need classical black color. This effect works only with classical black color. The code of the black color 6 zeros. And now let's go to opacity or screen. Okay, and now let's move this ellipse here. Let's make it closer, and let's make the shape like this and move here, and let's make it a little shorter and wider. Move here. Now hold Alt or copy and paste it and move the copy of highlight here. Let's move here this one and move here this highlight. Okay, pretty good. Now you can stay it like this or change transparency to 50. Now let's select this part and go to object and create gradient mesh. The gradient mesh is the same, free to free. And let's add colors. At first let's take their primary color, it will be this one, and here I'm going to add these colors, and here the darkest one. Okay, and now take this color. Don't forget to add colors straight in the points, like this. And now let's take this color and great. Now let's select this shape and again object, create gradient mesh. Okay, the primary color is the dark brown, and now let's add here the lighter one and the middle one here. Okay, now I want to add a simple wood texture on the pencil. Let's go to brushes, open brush library, artistic, and let's take this gallery, and let's look at the brushes. Let's take this one, and we need this light brown color in the stroke, and just draw here the first line, rotate it and move it like this. Let's change here form on this, and let's change the size on 2. Rotate it. Okay, now let's take again brush tool and draw two lines, and just take direct selection tool and make the lines a little longer. Now select all 3 lines and here opacity multiply, and here 10%. Select all these shapes and send to back. Select these 3 lines and go to Object, Expand Appearance. Now we need to ungroup, and again here 10 and opacity multiply. Okay, now let's take the shape you like to rotate to create more interesting view, and rotate the shapes as you like. Now let's select everything and let's look what we need to delete. We need to delete all shapes beyond the top of the pencil. Okay, and now it's great. Now let's add background. Let's take at first any orange color or any color and create the rectangle like our artboard and send it. Right click and send to back. Now let's take liner gradient, and we need to take this orange color and this one, and the corner must be 90 degrees. And let's play with the slider here, or you can take gradient tool and move the slider here. I think it's not bad. And now let's create the shadows here. We need to take radial gradient and ellipse tool and draw the ellipse like this. Now here we need to add classical white color. The color code is 6F. And here we need to add this orange color, opacity multiply. And now let's play with the shapes of the shadows like this. Move here. Okay, let's move the slider, and now send gradient and the shadow to the back. Okay, move here. Now let's copy and paste the shadow, make it smaller, move here, and we need to add here the darkest pink color and make the shadow more thinner. Move here, shorter, and a little up, more thinner and a little up. Now again select the shadow and play with the slider, add more white color like this. Let's look. Yes, I like it more. Make it a little wider and a little down. Yes. Now a little up, and now it's almost perfect. Let's add more white color, and now I like it. And let's select this orange shadow and again add more white color and make it shorter. So guys, now I'm going to play with the white color, with the size of the shadows, move them to make more interesting. Now I'm copying and paste the pink shadow, make it smaller and add it straight in the center. Now let's copy the big shadow with pink color and let's add here gray, dark gray color, and let's make opacity 70% and play with shadow like this. From this side the shadow must be a little longer because the sun from the left side. Okay, now I selected background and the huge orange shadow sent to back, and now let's play with the gray shadow. You need to rotate it. Now copy and paste it and move the copy to this side, but you need to make it shorter and smaller like this. Okay, and now let's select these two shadows and make opacity, I think 50. Move the shadow here, copy and paste it, and here we need light orange color. Okay, and now let's move this shadow more closer and make it a little longer and wider. So guys, it's a pretty interesting process. You need to create shadows as realistic as you can. So, and now here transparency 50, and I think the shadows, it's pretty good. Now let's take two pink shadows and move them a little down like this, and this, the smallest one, a little top, and the same this one, let's move again to the top. And now let's take the gradient, the background gradient, and move it a little down. So guys, it's my vision of the shadows. You can create your own shadows, and that's all for today. Hope you like my tutorial. If yes, give me a like and subscribe, and see you in the next tutorials in Adobe Illustrator or in the next videos about graphic design. Bye bye guys. Mwah.